Welcome to
Geek Speak Live.
Hello, folks. It's Todd here at Geek Speak Live with the co-host with the most,
Wade Cobson on the pots and pans,
aka the Ginger Ninja. How are you, big fella?
I'm great. What a week!
Are you pumped up?
I am pumped up.
Please, whatever you're on, spread some of it this way. I've had one of those weeks, and I've really just got to get G'd up. But doing this show G's me up every week. Now, I do want to say, you showed me a little something special before, right? And no, he kept his pants on.
Oh, hang on.
I didn't say little. Anyway, you made a little something for the show this week.
Yes, we last week we put up a little thing on the screen.
What do they call that down the bottom there?
They call it lower third.
Lower third.
Because it covers the lower third of the screen.
We can't call it a higher third, otherwise you wouldn't see these faces, which some people out there probably like, that's a good thing. Now, you want to show the folks at home?
Let me show you what we've done.
Well, what you've done.
Just stretch. Just stretch.
Oh, no, that kind of stretch. That's not what you wanted.
Here we go. What do you reckon about...
Ladies and gentlemen, there to die. Look at that. How good is that? That is designed by my mate here.
Wait.
Ginge, how wonderful. Well done, sir.
Look, lots pretty colourful.
It is. You're always very colourful. Hello, Laura. Laura's tuned in to watch.
Hey!
One of our fantastic regular viewers, and usually is watching at home with her husband, Scott. So, Scott's watching. He's just tuned in.
Hey.
Laura beat you tonight, buddy. What's going on there?
What do you think of the new
Super?
stuff?
Hopefully you like it. Sir, have you got a story to start with?
Well, a bit of movie news to start us off. Kevin Hart's got a new movie that's in development that's coming out.
And you said it's a superhero movie?
It is. It's a comedy superhero movie. It's called Night Wolf. But
Night Wolf.
Night Wolf, which sounds like the coolest superhero name.
Yeah.
But Kevin Hart won't be playing that character.
Let me just... Hang on, I've just stuffed up with the tech. Yes.
Kevin Hart won't be playing the superhero.
What?
What it is, it's a Meet the Parents-esque type
I was gonna
movie.
say, he'd be an awfully short superhero, Kevin Hart, wouldn't he?
He's got stilts that makes it... So what it is Kevin Hart's future father-in-law, it's the first time he meets him, and then he finds out that the father-in-law is a superhero called the Night Wolf.
Ah, pretty cool.
So I actually don't mind the sound of that.
I actually like Kevin Hart acting. I think he's fantastic. Hello, Jared, who has tuned in to watch as well.
Hey, guys.
And Scott says Laura loaded last week's podcast on the computer instead of this week.
Ooh.
Laura.
Ooh.
Tisk. Ginge, what else you got for us this week?
What have you been watching this week?
Oh, shit, tons of stuff. We started a brand new show on Amazon called Upload. Mm-hmm. It's got Robbie Amell, you know, the guy who is brother, obviously, to Stephen Amell from Arrow.
Yep.
And Robbie played, was it Firestorm in the
I
early
believe so.
stuff?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a kind of comedy about when you die, if you're wealthy enough.
Oh, yes. I did see the trailer for this.
It's set a bit in the future.
Yep.
But if you die and you're well off enough,
mm-hmm.
you can upload yourself, right?
Yep.
So that you can continue living in a digital heaven.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And it's called like Lakeview or whatever else, and it's done as this big hotel. And so his girlfriend, who he's thinking of breaking up with, right? So he gets into a car accident, which is a bit sus on its own because it's a self-driving car, which is meant to be, absolutely safe. And yeah, so he's in the hospital and they're like, oh, you're going to die if we don't treat you now. She's like, oh, you're going to die anyway. How about you? My family's wealthy and my family have got unlimited data, so you can join the thing if you just sign here. So she gets him to, and he kind of does it under duress a little bit. And yeah, and essentially what happens is when they upload you, your head explodes and then they just keep the rest of the body on ice.
Holy shit.
So he's uploaded and he can't do shit because he's under her account.
Oh.
So he didn't have the password developed, like in-app purchases and stuff.
No.
And he's really, it's fantastic. And then they have what they call an angel, which is like a service tech rep.
Okay, yep.
Who's sitting there. And so this girl starts to obviously show interest in him and she's trying to guide him through and she's got shit going on in her life. But at the start of it, he was working on a secret, like not a secret project, but a project that would essentially allow people to do the same thing, to download their consciousness for free, that their family could then upload or look back upon or interact with, but for free. So you didn't have to be a millionaire to be able to do it.
Okay.
And it's setting it up. We're only like 3 or 4 episodes in. There's 10 episodes for the first season. We're only about 3 or 4 episodes in, and so they're just kind of starting to lay the groundwork, the hints that he may have been, bumped off kind of thing because of the program,
The technology
him and his friend. So you actually get to attend your own funeral in it.
Oh.
So it's a digital thing, and it's more like a fucking. She's got gift bags for people to, and all this kind of stuff, and and his best mate, his mate that he's working on the thing with, doesn't rock up to his funeral and all this kind of thing. So there's a bit weird going on. And I turned to the wife and I was like, if Ginge didn't rock up to mine, if I go first and that prick isn't there to give me a great eulogy, I'm coming back to haunt him.
If I don't edit that big kick-ass buddy a video montage with explosions and shit.
I always told you I want fireworks. As they're wheeling my box down the aisle of the church,
with a bit of pour, some sugar on me playing, and some flash pots exploding as
like Dallas Cowboy cheerleader girls fucking cheering on and stuff like that. Paul, hello Paul. Paul's tuned in to watch, and Danny. Nice to see you, Danny.
Hey everyone.
So good to see that people are tuning in. Hope you're all enjoying the show thus far. Don't forget, comment, send us questions if you've got something you want us to talk about on the show. Talk it down there. By the way, look at how fancy, if you know who's tuned in, look at what Ginge created this week. This fancy thing here.
You can look at that and not actually look at what's happening up above it.
What'd you call it? The lower third.
The lower third.
Sounds like a poor neighbourhood or something. But anyway, Upload. It's on Amazon Prime. If you've got an Amazon Prime subscription, you can watch it through there. If you're a pirate and you want to get it other ways, there's other ways to get it. I'm not going to tell you how. You just figure it out for yourself.
Paul just said, can you start again? I missed the first 5 minutes. Well, when it's done, you can rewind to the start. And
when the show ends and it uploads, it takes about 2 or 3 minutes, Paul, then you can go back and watch it, you slack bugger.
This week I've been checking out the Mandalorian making of series that Disney Plus is releasing.
Any good?
It's actually pretty good. It's the very first episode was really good to see how they sort of come up with the idea, and they designed the different episomes for each different director that they brought on.
Okay.
So one was a more emotional, episode. One was the bank heist type episode. So it was really cool to see.
Oh, very cool.
But in Mandalorian news this week, Katie Sackhoff has been recast, or is to reprise her role from the Clone Wars, the character of Bo-Katan.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan. Okay, because my wife went a little bit squee happy. You're like,
yes, Starbuck is in Star Wars.
My wife is a massive Katie Sackhoff fan. Because she loved Battlestar. That's one of her all-time favourite shows, which I still have not watched with her, even though I promised to back before we got married. I was we'll sit down and watch that.
Yeah, definitely. There won't be some streaming service ever created in the universe that I'll have to sit down and watch every episode of it.
There he is. We own it anyway. The wife's got the box set. But anyway, I think I've watched like the first 1 or 2 episodes and just kind of went, eh. I was never Battlestar.
But you liked it when Face from A-Team was the original Starbuck.
Yeah, Dirk Benedict.
Yeah. You would have preferred to see him.
My brother is actually a big Dirk Benedict fan.
Yeah.
So Troy won't watch the new Battlestar Galactica.
Just because.
Yeah, just because. He's like, no, fucking Dirk Benedict's the only Starbuck. And I'm like, Starbucks sounds weird. But anyway, so I know the wife is definitely going to want to get me into that.
Well, Danny, you'll be very happy to know that she's already filmed her scenes in February before this shutdown has happened.
For Mandalorian.
So Mandalorian will not be...
When's
won't
it
be
due
stretched out. It's... I don't know.
Oh, okay. Because we got it, towards the end of last...
People could comment below, let us know when Mandalorian is due out. But their original air date has not changed.
Oh, okay.
It's not been pushed back.
Actually, talking about, because Danny's just gone, maybe we need to watch Battlestar this week. How about no? But I do have to ask you, have you watched...
I think I've got plans.
Have you watched Goonies?
No, I haven't watched Goonies.
Oh, for the love of God. He still
Sorry.
hasn't watched Goonies, people.
I'm sorry.
I don't think he is sorry, you know. I don't think he is. What else you got for me there?
Dan Aykroyd. Beloved Dan Aykroyd.
What about him?
Of here on Geek Speak. He's narrating a new television series about paranormal activity.
He fucking loves the paranormal.
But his family, all the way back to his grandfather, have been real life paranormal investigators.
Yeah, Grandpappy Aykroyd was investigating weird shit in Canada, eh?
And they all come from a very academic background.
Do they?
So rather than just being that crazy hick that's chasing ghosts,
Do you call them hicks in Canada?
well, snap frozen hicks.
Ah,
The
cue the hate mail from Canada. Address it to Ginge at Geekspeak.
It's called Hotel Paranormal, and what it is they actually interview the people that were in the incident, and then they reenact that person's memory of what happened.
Really?
So it actually looks like a really cool television show that I wouldn't mind checking out.
Is it coming out to a streaming service over here in Australia?
It is indeed, and it's called Hotel Paranormal.
Yeah, but what streaming service you don't know yet?
I think it's actually going to be on free to air television.
Oh, who watches free to air TV anymore? Seriously, I don't even watch it for the football. I watch football either at certain venues in town that shall remain nameless, with certain people who will not remain nameless, or we watch it on our phones and stuff like that. Yeah, especially if I'm at home and I don't want to disturb the wife. I watch the Cowboys, but apparently it still disturbs the wife when I'm screaming at my phone.
Chris has said in Canada they call hillbillies Americans.
So far, you're an early contender for comment of the night. Right there, Chris. I love that. That's well done.
April O'Neill's virtual pizza party that we mentioned.
Has it happened?
It hasn't happened yet.
Oh.
It's the 23rd of May, so
Right,
we've still got
you've
time.
still got time. Did you put a link up for people to check it out?
Yes, I have, and I'll put it in the comments of this episode as well.
Wonderful,
But
Ginge.
the guys that were the stunt performers, the costume performers in the Turtles from the original movie,
Yep.
all four of them are phoning in for the virtual pizza party.
very
So it'll be
cool.
cool to check out everyone from the original movie.
Yeah, I might have to tune in and watch that with you.
23rd of May, the 30th anniversary of the movie.
Very cool.
I really hope the guy that played Casey Jones in it comes back as well.
Yeah, who looked like a very young Robert De Niro. Was it you that sent me that?
No.
Or someone else commented this week on something and said, have a look. They took a screenshot of him. And you look and you go, holy shit, he looks like a spitting image of a young Robert De Niro.
The same actor went on to be in The Thin Red Line, the war movie that was filmed in Australia.
Really?
And
You are just a walking,
I just remember when I saw Ninja Turtles 4 when he comes back, is that in The Thin Red Line...
There was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4?
There was. Yes.
There was 1 and 2. There was 3 was...
3 was the Back in Time one.
Oh, what was 4?
I don't...
What was Secret of the Ooze?
2.
That was 2.
2.
Right, okay.
But yeah, he was bald in The Thin Red Line.
Yeah.
And then he comes back in Ninja Turtles 4 and he's got really long hair, but he's got the bandana over here. So yeah, he's doing everybody's trick by put a bandana on and
Cover
then
the
have your
line.
hair coming down here and you're not bald. So I'm thinking that's what I might do. Just start wearing a bandana and put the mullet hairs out.
It ain't gonna help you.
No?
I had the lovely folk at Image Comics this week send out a preview book for us to check out.
Oh, cool.
Which I had already had interest in. And the first issue comes out in a couple of weeks.
That's cool.
Once comic shops get back to normal, about 2 weeks away. 2 weeks from everything starting to kick back in. Now, it's a new series called A Man Among Ye. A Man Among Ye.
A Man Among Ye.
Yeah, right? I've said that horribly.
Doth protest.
It's a pirate book.
Ooh.
And I have a thing for pirates,
Oh,
right?
shiver me timbers.
Shiver me timbers. You know why they talk like that?
No?
It's a Cornish accent.
Okay.
Because
So
a lot
all
of pirates were from Cornwall. Apparently there was a lot of caves pirates used to...
As opposed to the actors that were in the Disney movies that were all
They
hired
were
from
doing
England.
they were doing Cornish accents because that's where a lot of pirates, English pirates, held it. Like they buried shit around there and anchored off the coast of Cornwall. That's why they say "shiver me timbers" like that.
Steve is watching at home. G'day, mate.
Hello, Steve. Anyway,
Back to the Pirates comic
I
book.
can't show you the book because I sent it as a digital.
Okay.
And I hate reading digital, but I read it through it on the computer, and I was like, the artwork is amazing.
Send me the paper version now.
Yeah, but please do. No, we're ordering. I've actually taken a bit of a punt on this one
Cool.
for my local shop because my wife's favourite artist is doing the variant cover for it. Stepan Sejic, the Croatian artist.
Oh, hello.
But anyway, I just want to. So Stephanie Phillips is the writer. It's written by a lady,
Oh.
and the main person in it is Anne Bonny. So the adventures of Pirate Queens Anne Bonny and Mary Read might be over before they begin. As a murderous mutiny sweeps Calico Jack Rackham's crew, forcing Anne and Mary to flee for their lives. And I'll tell you what, read the first issue, loved it.
Are you able to show the artwork to the camera?
That's the cover. So that's the issue 2 is in the latest Previews magazine. I've got to get that right there. So A Man Among Ye, right there it is. So as I said, written by Stephanie Phillips, and the artist is Craig Cermak.
Very cool.
And I tell you what, this book is gonna. Molly Meldrum, I need a little.
Do
hat
yourself
to put
a
on.
favor.
Do yourself a favour and go to your local comic shop and pick that up when it starts coming out. It's about a month away. A Man Among Ye. 2 thumbs up from me, and thank you so much, Image Comics, for sending out that promotional book, or file, I should say, for us comic people to read. Because now I'm telling you, you might go and pre-order it, get it through your local comic shop. Or if you're happy to hold out for a graphic novel, wait till that comes out down the track.
Danny said, was it Cornish or Corny?
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Steve Wilson, yar, blow the man down. Hang on, what now?
Yeah, hang
We're
on,
doing
what?
what now?
Jeff, hello Jeff.
Hey
Jeff
man,
Shindy.
thanks for tuning in.
Scott says, I love pirates, might have to have a gander. Really enjoyed all 4 seasons of Black Sail, so this book has a pretty high bar reach for me. Yeah, look, I'm a pirate fan, always have been. Now, we discussed Pirates of the Caribbean the other week.
Pirates of the Caribbean was one of the episodes of the new Prop Culture television show.
On Disney Plus, if you've got Disney Plus at the moment, you can check out that show. You're raving about that. So
It was
really
it's
good.
a really good show, and the episode from Pirates of the Caribbean was really cool to see some of the
I've
props.
always loved Pirates of the Caribbean. I've always had a thing for even Lego. I used to own a lot of pirate Lego as a kid, and I don't know, it's just a fascinating time in history, and there's a lot of action and I guess looking back through rose-colored glass, it would have been a horrible thing to be a pirate actually
It's
back in
so
the day.
romantic.
But there was a certain, thanks to Hollywood, a romanticism
Yes.
built around pirates and
The Errol Flynn-esque.
Yes,
era.
perfect. So I've always had this thing with pirates, and as soon as there's a pirate comic, which are very few and far between, there's not been a lot of pirate comics in the comic book, at least for the last 25, 30 years.
Well, it wasn't until Pirates of the Caribbean that pirate movies
Kind of came
come
back.
you know?
Pirate Lego's back. There's a new range of pirate Lego, and I just see Kent is watching. I know Kent's a big Lego
And Jeff.
fan. Hey Jeff, how are you? Good to see you. So if you're a pirate fan, as I said, pick that up. There's if you want to watch that episode on Disney Plus.
Yep.
What's
Yep.
it called
Prop
again? the show?
Culture?
Prop Culture. On
Do you
Disney
remember
Plus?
the pirate movie Cutthroat Island with Gina Davis?
Not really. No.
It come out.
She was a gorgeous woman back.
It
then.
was an amazing movie. I really enjoyed it. Go check that out. Cutthroat Island.
When did it come out?
It would have been mid to late 90s.
Oh, really?
Rennie Harlan was maybe it was mid 90s, like 94, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Rennie Harlan, the guy that did Die Hard 2, was the director of
Oh,
it.
really? Cutthroat Island.
I think he was married to Gina Davis at that time.
If anyone's got a chance to look it up and tell us if it's streaming anywhere, let us know and we'll share it around.
It was a really cool movie.
Scott-
But I think it was just that period of time people were all into sci-fi or fantasy.
Remember Hook?
Hook?
I fucking loved Hook.
Peter Pan?
Oh, but that was fantastic. And it's got pirates and Dustin Hoffman as Hook was phenomenal.
I'm pretty sure your wife married the wrong person.
Why?
She's written here, I loved Cutthroat Island.
Why is she married the wrong person then?
Well, you haven't watched Cutthroat Island.
I haven't, but doesn't mean I will. I won't. I won't.
It's going to be an interesting the next comment, Danny.
Scott has got 1995. It came out. Thank
Cool.
you, Danny, for
1995.
there you go. You were right. Mid-90s.
Mid-90s.
Fuck, you know your shit. Don't you?
I wouldn't say that.
Scott says, I've got the beard and luscious pirate hair, but I lack the scallywag body to pull off a cosplay. So,
I think we're all verging on the Shiver Me Timbers beards at the moment.
I had someone actually say the other day I should get the wife to braid it. And, pirates,
the multiple braids, not just the one in the
they
centre.
used to put burning incense in there to make them look
Like
fearsome.
Blackbeard, yeah.
Yeah, they used to put little burning bits of, the stuff they used to use in the pistols, the cat.
Mm-hmm.
They'd twine it in there and then they'd light that. And when they went into a fight, because it made them look supernatural.
I would love to see you
otherworldly.
just selling books here at the shop. Someone walks in,
And there's
hey
just-
mate, how are you? And you've got like 5 fuses burning out of your beard. Hey, how are you? Welcome to the shop.
I can just see it now. Half my customers are like, Todd, do you realise that your face is on fire? Like your beard's burning. Buddy. And I'd be like, I'm a pirate.
But it's just like jasmine or vanilla scented bloody incense.
I got a mate who's British, right? Actually, he's a mutual friend of ours, and he taught in Cornwall. Right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he taught secondary school in Cornwall for a couple of years.
Did he have to talk that way just to
No,
make
no.
sure people
But
understood him?
He used to walk into class and he'd say to the kids, right, before I teach you today, and he'd pick on a kid down the back and he'd go, Jenkins, right? You.
Jenkins.
Yes, sir. And he goes, I'm not going to teach you until you say shiver my timbers 3 times really fast. Do I have to, sir? And he'd be like, yes. Really, can't we just learn, sir? And he'd be like, no, not until you say shiver my timbers 3 times.
And a 16-year-old boy had that
Yeah,
voice.
and he would. He'd sit there and go, shiver me timber, shiver me timber, shiver me timber. Can we learn now, sir? And he said he did it all because he just loved that pirate accent.
Oh,
There you go.
man. Paul's gone, Muppets Treasure Island.
Holy shit, I've not seen that in years.
And Laura's gone, Hook, 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 Hook.
Yeah, Hook was amazing. I loved it.
Scott has said.
I remember Cutthroat Island, Wade. Let's see, I've not watched it, so he'll have to talk about this one. Watched a doco on it. It is known as one of the worst movies made ever and almost a bigger financial flop than Waterworld, apparently.
Yep.
Gina Davis has even said the movie low-key derailed her career.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Because you're talking up to me.
Look, for a 90s movie, I thought it was friggin' cool as a kid watching it, But I think because it was on water, that they had to really make sure that all the safety was in order.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of the money went to.
Oh, okay.
But it was I really enjoyed it.
Well, you can now watch it. It is apparently available on SBS On Demand for free.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Thank you,
Oh.
Danny, for looking that up for everyone.
Or you can borrow it from Copson's DVD rental house.
Blockbuster, De Copson. Actually, you lent me a movie this week. I haven't even got around to watching it.
What movie did I lend?
You lent me the original. When I say the original Punisher, the
Oh,
Thomas Jane Punisher movie,
Yes, and it's the
got-
extended version, the director's extended
which has got an
version.
animated start to it.
and it's got like 20 minutes of extra footage
Okay.
added back into the
I haven't
movie.
watched it yet. I've been slack. What I did watch, and I was about to talk about it. I had a blank. Anyway, absolutely anything.
Absolutely anything.
How did you? It's got one of your favourite ladies in it. How did we miss this at the cinema in 2015? It's Simon Pegg and Kate Beckinsale.
What?
Yeah.
What?
And he gets powers, right? It's a Terry Jones film.
Oh, yeah, I saw the trailer. It popped up on Facebook this week.
We literally watched it this week.
Because he's standing in the mirror and he's like, I want a huge penis. And then he falls.
And he gets back up and he goes, well, I want a normal-sized human one. And then he goes, boom. And he goes, can I have it in white? And I lost my shit. I loved it. Anyway, it's a Python film because it's Terry Jones. And
wow.
all the Python crew voice, when this is because, as I said, it came out in 2015, so...
Oh.
And
I
they
think I
voiced...
remember seeing the trailer in the cinema and we said, we have to see this.
I'm wondering if it actually didn't hit our local cinema at
Yes.
the time. Because, yeah, like, Simon Pegg, we would have been all over
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
And anyway, so he gets these powers, and it's Robin Williams' last film,
Oh, wow.
right? And it came out a year, I think it was, to the day or the week from when he passed.
Oh, wow.
He voiced the dog in it. Because Simon Pegg makes the dog talk. He's companion,
okay. Yep.
Dennis the dog, and it's voiced by Robin Williams.
Wow.
So, yeah, look, we watched it. It's a if you love Monty Python type films, you're gonna love this. Kate Beckinsale is just amazing in
Wow.
it. She is just
Wow. Wow.
Ginger, love her, and I know you do too.
Yes.
Kate Beckinsale and Peggy. He's just great in it. He's fantastic. So, absolutely anything is what it's called. Now we watched it the other night. I think was it on Stan? I don't know. We watched it. The wife will probably tell me in the comments somewhere there. But yeah, very, very good.
Cool. Scott said he loved the Thomas Jane Punisher.
Same.
Yeah.
I
really
John
enjoyed it.
Travolta as a bad guy in
Yes.
that movie was phenomenal.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
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 Yes. Yes. Oh God, it's going to be a long night, isn't it?
Well, with news like this, stop the press.
Stop the presses. Take it away, Jim.
Paulie Shaw is ready to do Encino
Oh.
Man 2.
Fuck off with Paulie Shaw.
He posted the other night, we need to get this done. Let's do this, was his actual comment. Encino Man 2.
What is it with you and Paulie Shaw?
He's amazing. He's absolutely
I'm pretty
amazing.
sure you're one of only about 10 humans that actually feel
He's
that way.
wheezing the juice, buddy. You nearly spilled your drink everywhere.
Yep.
Everyone remembers Encino Man with Brendan Fraser
Yes.
and Sean Astin.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, speaking of that, the lovely wife brought up Monkey Bone the other night.
Oh gosh.
I have not watched that in
Oh.
years. That's Brendan Fraser.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's an interesting movie.
It's weird, isn't it? I remember watching it once and not quite knowing how to take that movie.
Yeah.
Monkey Bone.
Yeah.
What else you got for me?
Well, can we
Chris, that's perfect. Paulie Shaw, hasn't the world not suffered enough from Corona?
What? Don't be like that.
Love it.
Yeah, can we get to something a little bit more serious that we can go off about?
Oh, I thought I was going to say sad news. You want me to do the sad news bit
Well,
now?
we could do the sad news.
Okay, we'll do the sad news. If you're a fan of Seinfeld, you would have seen that Jerry Stiller passed away this week, age 92, I believe.
He had a good innings.
Don't get me wrong, he had a great innings, but I tell you what, that man was a comedy genius, and I mainly knew his work because of Seinfeld.
Yes, yep.
Where he played George Costanza's father, and I've been watching a few clips throughout the week.
I can't stand you.
But when have you ever watched the outtakes?
I haven't seen it.
There's a
It's all
scene
over Facebook this week.
where George got arrested, and so they're down at the cop shop, and he's there, and it's with Elaine. So
Yes.
Julie, was it
Louise
Julia?
Dreyfus?
Yeah. So I just
What
call her
he
Elaine.
just said?
Anyway, she just keeps cracking up because Jerry Stiller is just. He's in the zone, and he's like.
But he's an old school comedian, old school entertainer.
Yeah, he
from
was. He
way
was amazing.
back.
So it's very sad to see that he passed away this week. But the man who brought us Festivus for the rest of us, and Serenity Now.
Paul's just commented, Serenity Now.
Serenity Now. We're going to miss you, Jerry Stiller.
Yeah.
He was such a legendary
And he
man.
was in King of Queens as well.
Yes, he was. Yes.
A couple of the guys have said, Scott has said, if Brendan Fraser is in the sequel, then he's on board for...
Brendan
Encino
Fraser
Man
looks
2.
so different nowadays, doesn't he?
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, well.
Okay, serious news.
Yes.
Robert Pattinson.
The new Batman.
Oh,
And I say that, I have to really struggle to say Robert Pattinson as Batman. Like, look at my face. Even I can see it. Robert Pattinson as Batman.
as Batman. Look, I've really tried. My voice went really high. I'm not lying.
That's
I
how I know
swear
he's
I'm
not
bullshitting.
lying.
I have really tried to let this bloke have the benefit of the doubt. But everything he keeps saying keeps... Look, people are saying maybe he's a troll, right? Maybe he likes baiting the internet with this shit, right?
Which you really shouldn't do when you're an actor and you're meant to be getting people
Yeah.
into your projects, your upcoming projects and stuff like
So
that.
much money is spent on these movies that something like this could just derail
It could
completely.
torpedo the whole thing.
So
Get to your point, James. What's he
everyone-
done?
Everyone knows that coronavirus has put an indefinite pause on the new Batman movie.
Yeah, it was filming in Glasgow and other parts of England right at the start of the year. Actually, it was filming not long after I left Scotland. It was where I'd gone to in Glasgow at the Necropolis. There's whole scenes shot there. That's where the first scenes
Yes,
with the
on the
bike,
bike.
have all been shot.
Yep,
is
yep.
there in Glasgow. So, yeah, it got all shut down because of coronavirus.
And now he's actually come out and said that he's not focusing on staying in shape. His trainer has given him all these things to keep him going. But he said, you know what? In the 70s, nobody trained like this for movies. James Dean didn't have a six-pack. But that was the 70s. Things have changed. You're not allowed to say things that you could
He
get
also
away with
said
saying.
something about we have to stop reinforcing these kind of body images and stuff like that. It's like you're playing a fucking superhero. Because what did he say? It's not realistic. Right? Nothing's realistic, Robert Pattinson, about a guy...
It's a funny book.
an orphan dressing in a fucking bat costume, running around, trained by ninjas, fighting people who have fallen into vats of acid and look like the fucking Joker. None of it's real, right? We expect a certain level of unrealism when it comes to Batman. This guy's got to be buff. He's got to be strong. Fucking Ben Affleck nailed it. That motherfucker was in the gym.
If Ben Affleck, approaching 50, can get
do
in
it,
that...
then you, Robert Pattinson, you fucking wimp, get your ass in the gym. If you ruin Batman, I swear to Christ, I will track you down and kick you in your twilighty, shiny nuts. There you go, Ginge. That's my feelings on Robert Pattinson as Batman at the moment.
Can I just say, the Christian Bale put on 20 kilograms of muscle to play Batman.
Even Christian fucking Bale could get manned up for it, then Pattinson, you better do your shit.
Can I just...
That feels good to get that off the chest.
Good to finally... Laura's has gone, too right, Todd, too right. Can I just say...
I need a heart tablet now.
Billy Zane, back
Yes.
in the 90s,
Yes!
to do the Phantom, he trained for a year and a half to get his body into shape to play the Phantom. Robert Pattinson can't keep this going for the next
Apparently-
3 months.
Chris has got a wonderful comment here. He said, Patterson played a vampire and died in a Harry Potter movie, and he's worried about realism. Nailed it. But freaking Chris is like 2 for 2 for top comments tonight.
Paul's like, Serenity now!
Serenity now.
Oh my God. Scott's gone, James Dean wasn't exercising in the 70s because he was dead. Oh, man.
Our wonderful audience tonight, full of zingers. We love it, guys and
He
girls.
also said, I was so enthusiastic and excited to have him as Batman at first, but now not so much.
No. Bale put on so much muscle just for the interview that when he got the role, he actually had to slim down.
He did.
Yeah, for the
I remember-
audition.
he said he was mates with one of the tech guys on the show, and the guy said to him, geez, Chris, are we filming Batman or Fat Man? And that's when he went, oh, I might.
Do you remember
slim
there was a
down.
few people had a dig at Ben Affleck going, he looked fat in the bat costume. No, that was fucking... Like,
That was.
if you
him.
saw him coming out of the gym with just a t-shirt on, he was ripped,
Yeah.
but solid ripped. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't... Not Wolverine... like, Hugh Jackman did Wolverine where
Yep.
he was lean, ripped.
Especially in Wolverine 2.
Yeah, because he had started to
Yeah.
get the veins
Yep,
and everything.
yep.
Whereas, and that's what you call, was it? Like lean muscle,
Yes,
but like
yes.
ripped, but you're lean. Whereas Ben Affleck was solid, rock muscle, like, I had a moment then when I was just,
Paul's gone, even Keaton had a six-pack, damn it!
yes, he did. It might have been fucking molded, but he still had a six-pack. There's hope for you and me yet.
I'm going to get one of those molded chest plates and just wear it all day, every day underneath my shirt.
I have a sneaky suspicion that even Mr. fucking Mum is going to have been still an amazing Batman compared to Robert Pattinson. Fucking George Clooney. If Robert Pattinson doesn't get his shit together, even George Clooney's going to be above him on the list.
This week, while in quarantine, he's been watching the George Clooney stuff to get inspiration for his Batman. I kid you not. He in an interview.
I'm about to flip the fucking table. Are you fucking?
That's what he said.
Are you
And I'm-
stirring me?
I'm not stirring you. That's why people are saying, is he just talking shit?
If he's seriously looking at Batman and fucking Robin as inspiration, then his portrayal of Batman in The Batman is probably going to be shite.
I'm just saying.
He better be trolling.
I'm just saying.
And if he is, knock that shit off. There's enough crap in the world without you trolling the fans, Robert Pattinson,
Oh,
you
man.
douche biscuit. You shiny, twilighty douche biscuit.
Scott's just said Colin Farrell's Penguin is going to take one look at. Hang on, you say it because I don't speak words very well.
We'll take one look at this skinny-ass Batman, laugh and then kick the shit out of him. Pardon the language. No, Scott, it's all right. You can swear as much
This
as you
is the
want.
sweary episode of Six Feet Live.
This is why I couldn't promote this episode on Kaboom Comics, where we are filming live, by the way, ta-da, Kaboom Comics Australia, located in downtown Toowoomba City, the Garden City, Queensland, Australia. Head along to www.kaboomcomicsaustralia.com where you can shop 24/7. There you go. Did that sound kind of good?
Yeah, it was good. It was like a paid partnership.
No one got paid for doing shit tonight.
We could probably settle a little bit now.
Can we bring it down a smidge? Cool, calm, collected. Folks, you got any questions for us?
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
Put them in the
below.
comments.
Did you ever watch the Percy Jackson movie?
Yes, I did.
Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief?
Yes, I did.
Well,
I actually didn't mind it. To be
yeah.
honest with you, it wasn't half bad.
They did that movie, Lightning Thief, and then they also did Sea of Monsters.
I don't think I've seen Sea of Monsters.
Well,
Hang on. Honey, I know you're watching at home. Can you message me? Have we watched that one? Because I don't remember that one. I know we did the first one, the Lightning Thief thing, but I don't remember. Anyway, just message me. Let me know. Thank you. Yes?
okay, back to the show. So that was a Fox movie, and who bought out Fox recently?
Disney.
Disney.
I know this one. I got that one.
The author of the book series announced this week that Disney Plus is adapting the entire series to be a Disney Plus series.
Oh, good. Because you know what? I'm struggling to find an awful lot of stuff to keep me interested with Disney Plus.
Really?
So we watch more Amazon and Netflix, and God forbid we've even been watching a bit more Stan lately.
Okay.
Paul,
So they'll be following the entire book series from the very first book onwards.
Paul said that needs to be on a shirt. You Twilight douche biscuit. Maybe we should do that. Geek Speak merch.
We should make a poll in the comments below. While we're talking movies, Mission Impossible 7, which they had to pause because of the coronavirus outbreak.
Well, with Tom Cruise and his one middle tooth.
If you've seen the episode last week, you'll understand what we're talking about.
Yes.
Well, what's happened is they've written so much into to Mission Impossible 7.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you swallow.
Oh, so isn't that nice of him?
That they have actually got the script for Mission Impossible 8 already ready to go.
Holy shit.
They could actually film 7 and 8 back to back.
I am a sucker for the Mission Impossible films. I love them, right? They are mindless popcorn action
Tom
flicks.
Cruise knows how to make a movie.
It works well. It really does. They brought Simon Pegg and what's his name? Jeremy Renner into them. Mm-hmm. They're fantastic. I really, really enjoy them. So I'm keen to watch the next one.
The director, Chris McQuarrie, who's directed a couple of the movies now.
Yep.
He said this week that, did you know that an actress is in it that we didn't know was in it?
Who?
Hayley Atwell.
Oh, really?
Peggy Carter.
Yeah.
And he's saying, hang on, she's not quite the villain of the movie.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Interesting. G'day, Stuart, who's just tuned in as well. Nice to see you.
And when he was asked about how Tom Cruise came out this week and said, we're making a movie
Tom
in
Cruise
space.
came out this week? Everyone suspected it for years.
Sorry, there wasn't a comma in that. He reckons he's going to be making a movie in space. When asked this week, is that movie going to be an Mission Impossible movie? The director went, dude, we've got so much shit that we can't fit another scene in space into the movie. So it might be another project altogether, different from Mission Impossible.
Okay.
Danny said, I need more Henry Cavill in spy movies.
Yeah, she's got a thing for Henry Cavill. Mark, g'day, Mark. He says, watch The Last Dance on Netflix, the Michael Jordan Chicago Bulls doco.
Yes.
Very good, even if you're not a sports fan. I have heard real good things about it this week myself. I've never been a basketball guy. I mean, I watch sport movies, things based on different sports, like especially NFL and and ice hockey. Not there's a lot of ice hockey movies, but you know what I mean, right?
Yep.
But I've never been a big basketball fan. But I've heard amazing things about that documentary, which has kind of piqued the interest. So I'm like, I'd probably watch that over fucking Tiger King because I still have no interest.
Dude, you have to watch Tiger King. You think your life is a dumpster fire? No, your life is fucking heaven compared to Joe.
I never said my life was a dumpster fire. Where the fuck are you getting that from?
I'm just saying that if ever you ever thought that your life is going down the tubes, watch this documentary.
You're a fucking depressing guy to be podcasting with tonight.
I'm not saying you, I'm saying anyone out there.
You looked at me when you said it.
Well, yeah.
Anyway.
Laura's gone, yes, just more Henry Cavill in general.
Well, I know ladies love him. Seriously. Ladies just go gaga over him as Superman even. Actually, speaking of Superman and Lois Lane, spinning out the CW show.
The CW series?
Is it Tyler Holson? Whatever his name is?
Lois Lane.
Yeah, but the guy playing Superman. So he's the Superman from Supergirl, isn't he?
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
And then the whole
I
CW.
watched one or two episodes of Supergirl and went, this is not aimed at me. This is for teenage girls. So, are you a Supergirl?
So it wasn't aimed at you?
Apparently not.
Oh, okay.
Curled up in my jammies on the couch watching it and went,
Eating ice cream?
Eating ice cream. Going, this is not believable.
You know what? This is bullshit. I'm going to go watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Fuck yes. Because Buffy's like, yeah. He's just got to pull the piss every time, doesn't he? Hey? Are you watching this out there? This guy. Comment below. Tell me what you think.
Scott, your life is a dumpster fire and you're garbage.
Is everything all right?
No! No, it's not.
I think someone's having some issues.
While we're at it, I am single and available at the moment.
Hey, ladies. We just need a little thing flashing your number up at the bottom.
Just right here.
Just write in below and I'll give you his number.
Well, before we forget, Henry Cavill came out last week, or he didn't come out last week.
Stop saying that because you're going to start rumours about certain celebrities. Everyone's going to go, I didn't know he was that way.
Henry Cavill said that he would play Superman again for less money.
Really?
Because Warner Brothers and DC are looking at doing Superman again.
Oh, okay. Look, give him another shot. I do like him. We discussed it the other week about Superman Returns and how much I loved Brendan Routh now going back and watching it now through aged eyes, he was fantastic, and I do still love Henry Cavill. But do you think maybe it's time to recast, move along? Maybe DC have just because we've got no Batfleck anymore.
The cinematic universe isn't happening.
Ezra Miller is essentially, I think that's dead in the water, a solo Flash film with him as Flash and everything else. The only one you really got is Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman still, and Jason Momoa.
Well,
but even like Wonder Woman 84 just keeps getting pushed and pushed and pushed. It was meant to be out last year. It got bumped to this year. I'm hearing little rumblings that test screenings have really been negative. Reaction to the test screenings.
Wow.
So I'm wondering whether it's time for DC just to cut it, start again, just go off and not try to have a shared universe. You know how like don't do it the Marvel way, where Marvel had a plot, and they did. It can't be done now, and everyone's going to compare you to it.
Yes.
Just make a good solo Superman film,
Yes.
a good solo Batman film. You can sprinkle in cameo appearances,
Yes.
you can even have them where you don't see necessarily other heroes full on. Like, look at Shazam, at the end of Shazam,
Yes.
with friggin' Superman appearing there. You didn't see Superman from friggin' here up, it was there down. You can do that kind of stuff. Go for it, I reckon.
Laura said, nope, Supergirl after season 1 isn't for anyone.
It's not just me that thought that.
Exactly right.
Scott says, you put a good director behind Cavill, and he will shine. I really didn't like Snyder's vision. Just do Crisis, bring him back as Superman but from a different timeline. Affleck from a different timeline. Keep this Wonder Woman and Aquaman. Recast Flash, and you're good to go. Look,
You could.
that can.
suppose you
It's
could.
movie. It's comic book universe. You could do so many fucking things and just go, oh, it was a slip in the time stream or whatever else. You know, it was an alternate world. So many things you can get away with, and just try and push it in the right direction. You know what I mean? That's my 2 cents.
While we're talking Superman, Batman type movies,
Yes.
Akiva Goldsman is a writer, and he was working on Batman v Superman back in 2001,
He's
2002.
written a ton of stuff.
He was writing the script that had Colin Farrell as Batman and Jude Law as Superman.
Jude Law.
Jude Law was cast, ready to go. He said, you think Superman or Batman Superman was dark? He said, this was fucking dark.
I don't picture Jude Law as a kind of superheroic actor, do you?
Wow.
And Colin Farrell as Batman.
Well, that's the guys that they had on board, and they said that the script starts with Alfred's funeral.
Oh.
Bruce's wife is killed by the Joker, only to find out that the Joker had arranged for them to get together. So it was a joke, the entire relationship.
That's fucking dark.
And essentially, they were going back to a 70s World's Finest type series inspiration for this movie.
Has that whole script ever leaked? Or?
It wasn't a part of this article that I was reading.
Oh man, if anyone can ever track that down, I would
sounds
read that.
fucked up.
That would be awesome.
Like, that sounds fucked up.
It would be pretty cool, but I just can't picture Jude Law as an action kind of guy.
Well, I mean, he did Sky Captain.
Once again, I can't picture Jude Law as an action kind of guy. You're a little bit upset with that one.
No, I'm just saying I didn't hire him for the role of Superman. Also, the fact that he's got blonde hair and not black hair.
Yeah, but that's it's Hollywood, man.
Well, neither did Thomas Jane for the Punisher, for that matter.
No. So and didn't they? Was John Travolta bald as the villain?
I think John Travolta's been bald since Grease. Hasn't he?
I know he's bald in real life, but I mean, was he bald as the villain, or did he have a real short
I'm pretty sure he had a rug. Yes.
Yeah, a rug.
Yeah.
Is what we're calling it, is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
A rug.
Do you remember him in Swordfish? He had like a long hair sort of rug
It was a
happening.
fucking great movie,
Yeah.
Swordfish.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman,
Hugh Jackman.
Halle Berry.
Yes.
Guys remember that for a whole nother reason, but
Yes.
anyway.
Scott said, can't see it. I want to see it. I love Jude, but I can't see it. Just can't imagine it. Well, I couldn't really imagine it either with the... Yeah.
No.
Just imagine Jude Law's head with the Superman crest.
What are you doing?
Because people watching at home could imagine what... Take my head off the...
You haven't got the body of Superman.
Well, on this shot, I do. Just imagine the Superman crest there.
Right.
There.
Folks.
For people at home.
Comment, any quick questions? We're towards the end of the show here, Ginge. So anything, people, ask us. Ask away, start typing now. Ginge, what else you got?
Josh Gad has continued on his reunion of movies from the 80s with Back to the Future.
Yep.
He was able to get Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Leah Thompson, Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale, the director and writer of it.
Yep.
They also had Elizabeth Shue and Huey Lewis.
Oh,
join
really?
the feed as well.
Nice.
Check that out on YouTube. Part of his reuniting stars of the 80s.
Because he's what's he do?
Josh Gad.
Yeah.
Josh Gad is the voice of the snowman out of Frozen.
Yeah, but he was also in Beauty and the Beast, the remake with.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Can anyone tell me the name of the character that he played?
He was also in Book of Mormon, the original stage show.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay. He's a bit of a flamboyant kind of actor, isn't he?
While we're talking Back to the Future, Marty McFly action figures are being released by NECA.
I wasn't gonna tell him. I was actually gonna surprise him and getting
What?
one. But anyway, I was gonna get you Marty because it's posable and it's got the little skateboard and everything. They're
And
wicked
he's got
cool.
the video camera.
Yeah.
That's all I'm interested in.
So I did see them. I was gonna surprise you and get you one when they're available. I was gonna order you one in. But
Shit, yeah. I will have
I'm
forgotten
not now
about-
that he's already kind of gone. Oh, I'd buy one of those kind of thing.
You're like, I could make some money out of this
I didn't say that. I did not call you that horrible name.
Did you know that there's
On
action
air.
figures online that I could buy that are like posable cameramen?
What?
Yeah. Like He-Man type
I
action
wonder what
figures.
kind of dark little twisted circles you've gone down late at night when
I
you're
was
good.
very deep.
The fact that you've
I
found
went through the dark web and went into the lilac web to find these.
we've hit plaid.
Comment below if you know where that's from. Yeah, it was like so a posable action figure.
Yeah.
That it looks as though he's in like the Iraq War, covering the Iraq War. With,
Iraq.
yeah,
Iraq.
It's right next to Iraq. Iraq is the one
Fuck
where they had
Iraq. Iraq. Look what I've got a podcast with. Iraq. It's like you and the Russo brothers, for fuck's sake.
It is the Russo brothers.
It's Russo.
Oh, is it?
Serenity now. Anyway, what else have I got to say? It's all right. I'll finish off with a movie that I watched that's not superhero related or
Yep.
geeky for that matter, unless you're a
Serenity now.
I was about to say Hugh Jackman. That's wrong. Hugh Grant fan. 1995. The Englishman who went up a hill and came down a mountain.
I do remember seeing the trailer for this movie. Was it based on a true story? Because it looks like it's based.
My wife did the because I call her Little Miss Research.
Okay.
And trivia because she does that while we're watching a movie or before
Yeah.
we watch a movie, and she'll usually go. I'll ask questions and go, I wonder how they did that. And well, shit, they actually did blah.
Mm-hmm.
And she tells me, no, apparently it's not. But I thought it kind of was, and it has that feel to it.
It does.
Yeah, where essentially it's set in 1917.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a returned soldier from the battlefields of France.
And he's like a surveyor or something.
Surveyor for His Majesty,
Okay.
and his boss, who is the uncle out of Harry Potter.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
the big fat uncle.
Did he have the mustache?
He's got some facial hair in there, I think. But anyway, he's very still ruddy, and he's his boss.
Mm-hmm.
And they go to measure the mountain. It's the first one in Wales, and of course the locals are very proud of it. It's the first mountain in Wales, kind of thing, you know. And they're like, oh, it's got to be 1,000 feet to be a mountain, so we'll go and measure it. And they're all like, what? And they measure it, and it's 20 foot short of a mountain. So they then delay him and his boss so that they can't move on to the next town, while the local priest and the shopkeeper and the local priest don't see eye to eye because the innkeeper, who's played by Meany, or he was in Deep Space Nine and all that kind of thing. But
Okay.
anyway, as soon as you look at him, you go, that guy. So that guy. Anyway, so they rally around all the villagers.
Yep.
And they go and build the mountain up by 20 foot, and they have these things like there's a big rainstorm.
Because they're like wheelbarrowing up the hill more soil to
Carrying
build the
little
mound.
kids with pots and pans full of soil to build up the mound to get it up to 1,000 feet, so that their hill can be classified as a mountain. Look, it's actually a beautiful movie about community spirit and the things that if a community rallies around, what they can achieve, and it's fantastic. Hugh Grant is fantastic.
Hugh Grant?
Hugh Grant.
Not Hugh Grant?
Hugh Grant.
Grant?
I don't know why I always say Grant.
Really?
Yeah, maybe it's the upper class British in me. I don't know.
Hang on. Where is that upper class?
Don't look under the table. Anyway.
Don't be telling there's an upper
What do you
upper
say?
class crust person
You
inside
sound
of you.
very, very bogan when you say Grant.
Well, it is Grant.
It's
I come
Grant.
from Australia.
It's Grant. Tell me the things. Grant or Grant?
Is it castle or castle?
I always say it's we went and visited a beautiful castle.
Are you shitting me?
No, castle.
Not castle.
Sometimes it comes out as castle.
What's the name of the movie? The Castle or the Castle?
The castle.
No, it's not. It's the Castle.
It's the castle.
It's not the Castle. It's the Castle. Comment below. Scott's asked you a question.
Okay, I'll answer this for you, Scott. Question for you guys. A lot of talk about how the superhero movies have dominated for over a decade now with Marvel at the helm, but we will probably be approaching saturation, if not already seeing it. With the DCEU pretty dead, what direction do you think they could possibly go movie-wise to be successful during the die-down of enthusiasm? Cut back, literally, just cut back. Make a great
Pirate movie.
Make a great pirate movie. No, just do a solo, and the big hitter, or even actually, you know what? Fucking bring out another Shazam movie. Things like that, they were enjoyable. I don't feel
Go in a
out.
completely different direction.
Yeah, I think most people are over the Marvel universe now that we had all the Avengers stuff and Avengers Endgame. I think everyone just kind of went, "That's a nice jumping off point. I'm done." You know, that's why I'm not excited about any of the others coming up. And DC, well, I should be excited about Wonder Woman 84, but I'm not. I'm really not.
No.
So, and they've got nothing else apart from filming The Batman, which is it's going to be another year and a half away now, at least.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. By the time that does come out, we might be a little bit more energized. But, yeah, I don't know, mate. I just go in a different direction. Actually, make some independent comic property films. I'll tell you what we did watch the other night. Two Guns.
Oh,
Mark
yeah.
Wahlberg and Denzel Washington,
Yes.
based on graphic novel by Boom Studios, I think it is. Fantastic.
Hopefully they'll bring some of the Boom stuff into Netflix now that they've gone across.
The week before, we watched R.I.P.D., which is also based on a graphic
great movie,
novel.
but I've never watched it all the way through.
Haven't you? Go back and watch it. It's fantastic. Ryan Reynolds and what's his name? Shit. What's his name? The actor.
Lloyd.
No, you're thinking Jeff Daniels. Bridges.
Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges.
His dad is Lloyd Bridges.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, Paul says Grant.
No, it's not. It's Grant. He's got the Grant.
Is it data or data? I say I'm doing.
Laura says, I'm with you, Wade.
I'm doing data entry.
Paul said, is it tomato or tomato?
Tomato.
Or tomato?
Tomato. You got more
Scott
questions?
said Jeff Bridges.
Thank you. Chris said a film or series based on Kirkman's Invincible would be great. Hell yes, because I love that series. That is such an underrated comic book series that, as a comic retailer, I say to people, you should check this out. And people are like, yeah. And I'm like, no, seriously. It's you don't need to know a heap of back history or anything. Just pick it up, read it. You'll love it if you like superheroes. It's funny. It's got beautiful, poignant moments in it. And, sadly, it just doesn't get enough love. I'm with you, Chris. What a great movie that could potentially, or even a series of movies that could be. If you get the right guy to play the role of Invincible, that'd be great.
There's so much independent work out there that needs to be promoted.
Yes. Bring it to the big screen.
Do you remember the graphic novel that I bought years ago called The Light Brigade?
Yes.
Which is a World War II era comic.
Yep.
And just everyone that read it was like, holy shit, how did I not know about
The
this?
Losers.
The Losers!
The Losers. Fantastic comic series made into a fantastic movie. You know those books are not in print anymore?
What?
Yep. Even though it had a great movie in that, you cannot get The Losers. They haven't reprinted it. Because it was 4 volumes, I think, all up of graphic novels. And then they did 2, like volume 1 and 2, like as double thick editions, out of print.
What?
Out of print. I would be able to sell them all the time if I could get them. They were such a great comic series, such a great movie with Jeffrey Dean Morgan,
Yes.
and Chris
Captain
Evans.
America himself.
Chris Evans in it. It was fantastic. So that's another great one. Like I said, we watched Two Guns. That was really, really good. Bulletproof Monk. My wife loves Bulletproof Monk, based on a graphic novel.
Sean William Scott.
You got the Mark Miller stuff. Wanted, Kick-Ass, Kingsman. They are all based on Mark Miller graphic novels.
Which we were saying, how come Netflix haven't made more of his stuff?
Netflix bought Millarworld and have done sweet F all. Although Magic Order, the comics, if you've never read Magic Order, get down to your local comic book shop, hit them up for it. It's a Mark Miller book. Raphael Albuquerque on the artwork, and it's imagine if Harry Potter met Goodfellas.
Ooh.
So a magical family, and you got the drop out kind of,
That's
you got
cool.
the daughter that dad looks down upon, but they've got to rally around because There's bad magicians trying to take over.
That's
and
cool.
Look, as I said, Goodfellas meets Harry Potter. It's called Magic Order by Mark Miller. As I said, Raphael Albuquerque. The artwork is phenomenal. He just let slip the other day. Actually, hang on. I might have the artist wrong on that. Bear with me.
While you're away, Chris has said that Todd put me onto Invincible, and he's never looked back. Scott has also said I would dig some more villains movies.
I just realised I'm sold out of it. Sold the last copy the other day. It might be Olivia Copiel. I'll have to check. No, it is Olivia Copiel, I think, is the artist. Anyway, yes, Olivia Copiel. Amazing artwork, right? Mark Miller just let slip that Olivia is penciling the second volume as we speak.
Oh, shit.
So sometime late this year, we may start seeing Magic Order 2 coming out.
Damn.
The next series. So, yeah, and it's seriously, it's a book that you're going to love. Get on it. 2 thumbs up.
Scott's just asked a question right down the very bottom. I would dig some more villains movies. True villains movies. Haven't seen it, but Joker was clearly a box office success. Yes, it was.
Actually, I thoroughly enjoyed Joker.
I'll pay dibs to that. Like,
Yep.
I enjoyed it.
Yep. I was worried. I thought I was going to hate it, but it's quite good.
It goes on to say, let's see some more real villain movies as opposed to Disney villain movies where they're actually good guys.
Just less good than the good guys. I actually don't mind the Maleficent.
Really?
I actually didn't mind that. I thought I enjoyed that. What? Don't give me that fucking
I
look.
didn't. What face?
He gave me that look. Did you see that look? He
What
gave that.
face? I didn't.
I enjoyed that. I thought it was really, really good. Maleficent. There's a second one, isn't there? Or coming out. There's another one coming out. A follow-up.
Laura said, I wish Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, saw her actually be evil. I enjoyed the movies, but would have loved to have seen her go really bad.
Has the second one come out?
It has. I believe it has.
Has it?
Laura, it's come out, hasn't it? I
Danny?
mean, the movie's been released. I need to stop saying come out.
Danny, have we watched it? Because I don't remember seeing the second one. So if not, I've got to watch that. Is that one if it's on Disney Plus?
It'd have to, yeah, well, obviously it's on Disney+.
Someone tell us! Anyway, there you go. So
She put on a lot of prosthetics on her face to play that character.
Who?
Angelina Jolie.
It's because she's so fucking, like, skeletal face. She's all, brah.
Yeah.
She's had the wrong kind of surgery, I think.
The second one called Mistress of Evil. Yep. Laura, has that come out?
Is it on Disney Plus? Because if it is, I want to go and watch that. I have not seen that.
I'm certain it's been released on. Oh well, maybe I'm lying.
You know what? Truthfully, he's probably seen it, and he just didn't watch it with me. He
don't
doesn't
be like that.
upset me.
Um,
You're a good man like that.
Hemsworth wasn't in it playing the.
No, that was the
Woodsman?
That was the Woodsman. That was based on Snow White.
Your wife has said no. We haven't seen the second Maleficent.
Right. Well, there you go. I'll have to watch that this week
If it's out,
if it's out.
we're not entirely sure if it's out yet.
I
mean, is it released yet? I'm gonna get myself in
It's
so much trouble.
There's like a political minefield nowadays. You just got to watch what you say.
The costuming and the visuals were pretty amazing. It
obviously
looked
it must be
amazing
out.
from
Must be out.
from the trailer.
You know what I want to watch again? The James Franco Wizard of Oz film.
Oh really? Oz.
Oz, is it Great and Powerful?
I think it's the Great and Powerful Oz.
But anyway, I want to watch that again. I saw that at the cinema and I quite enjoyed that.
Oh, okay.
At the time, yeah. Have you watched it?
No, I haven't.
You didn't come along and watch that with me?
No.
Like Super 8 all over again.
I was watching Super 8 alone.
I don't know.
Scott said it came out a year or 2 years ago or something.
Really?
That far ago?
I'm gonna have to do some research on this. You've got me in a quandary now. I say I like a challenge. There's a challenge here, June.
I really want to watch Cutthroat Island again now.
Well, you're gonna have to.
We were talking about Cutthroat Island earlier tonight.
I think that's it for the night,
Yes,
folks. I
thanks
hope you've
for joining
enjoyed
us.
this. Thanks for commenting, people. And you know what, Chris, you get the no prize tonight for the most awesome comments. There are a couple of zingers there, so mark that in the Geek Speak books. Chris gets the no prize. Well done, sir.
And just a quick before we go, what do you think of the new lower thirds, the graphic from down?
I was wondering what the fuck you were
I
doing.
wasn't trying to grope you or
I
anything.
thought you were doing a theremin.
What's... You know that they used that in the Beach Boys song, Good Vibrations?
Yeah, I thought they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please don't ever do that on the show again. Thought you were squeezing out a fart. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Geek Speak Live. I've been your host, Todd Bailey.
Wade Copson on the pots and pans.
Join us next week. We'll be back bigger, badder, more ruder than ever.
Laura says she loved it. She
Great.
loves it.
We love all you guys. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. Remember, stay geeky.